closing in here on Adam Walker. Now that is Michael Watton. What has happened to Watton? Yeah, Watton's fallen down the order here. He's almost into the clutches now. In fact, he's being overtaken, so there's dramas for the championship leader, dominant championship leader so far. Now, could this be a retirement? The smoke from the back of the car, look at that. That is the number 1 car of Michael Watton, and this is very rare indeed. It's rare that you see him run into mechanical issues. That car very well prepared indeed, but Michael could be heading for a retirement, and that could be disastrous because, as we mentioned, only 1 dropped score available. That will become his drop score shortly, so he can't afford any more slip-ups throughout the rest of the year. Meanwhile, at the front of the field, the battle for the lead is still going on, look, and this is Dan Clues closing in on Elliot Mitchell. Elliot Mitchell leading the way here, and has done since the early stages. Can he hold on to take a sensational race victory? Car number 11 of Elliot Mitchell looking for what would be his first ever victory in the championship. Can he do it? He's never even had a podium, in fact, as Elliot, so regardless of what happens, as long as he doesn't throw it at the scenery on this last lap, he's on for his best ever finish in F1000 racing. But can he do it with a race victory? That would be quite remarkable. Dan Clues will have something to say about that, though, and if he knows about Michael Watton running into difficulties, all of a sudden this race takes on extra significance for Clues, because a race victory could go a long way to closing the gap at the front of the points. This is his best chance to do it. In the slipstream down the back straight, he's in the tow. You can see that Mitchell's driving down the left-hand side of the road, although that's because there's a car that they're about to put a lap down. Peter Legge, I think that was. On the brakes, no, Clues not close enough, and in fact Mitchell is much quicker into this sequence of corners, and so I don't think Clues is going to do it. Elliot Mitchell could be about to come home a race winner. Through the bomb hole they go, in towards the long right-hander at Coram, and with one more possible overtaking opportunity at Murray's, he won't have this plain sailing all the way, but I don't really think Clues is close enough. Onto the brakes we go, through the left-hander, good exit, up through the gears, and yes, it's going to happen. Elliot Mitchell is going to come home and see the checkered flag first. A first ever race victory for Elliot Mitchell, a brilliant drive to win the reverse grid encounter here at Snetterton. Second is Dan Clues, and third place will go the way of Rob Sale. Well, drama post-race, as a 10-second penalty was given to Elliot Mitchell for being out of position at the start, meaning Clues inherits the win from Sale second. Mitchell still gets that first podium, though, ahead of Iyengar fourth and Adam Walker in fifth. Daniel Levy again wins the Sonic Invitation Cup. If he can finish the third race of the day later on and win the class, he will tie the class lead with David Wheels.
Dan, let's bring you in. Dan, you are the 2018 Henry Rillett Memorial Trophy winner. How about that?
Again, I think I had that a couple of 3 years ago. Really pleased with that.
Well, talk us through that race. It was quite a battle.
It was quite a battle, yeah. It's early on, but got a good start again. So yeah, okay, we're away here, and Dan Levy was doing a cracking job first lap, just backing everybody up, thinking this is turning into chaos. So managed to get past Dan, and so did Elliot, and Elliot was away. It's like, okay. And then see Michael and Rob were pretty close by, and we seemed to, I'm not quite sure what happened to Michael. He seemed to disappear, but I could see Rob when we were sneaking away from it, Elliot and I. Then I think I got a little bit lucky. Saw a board with Elliot's penalty, and I thought, no need to race him now, just sit here and sit in and follow him around. So gutted for him, because I'm not sure I could have passed him, but yeah, really enjoyed the win.
Time for our third and final F1000 Championship race of the weekend here at Snetterton, and of course the Circuit Championship is up for grabs. Man on pole position, Rob Sale, is going to be in contention for that. Elliot Mitchell will want recompense for his 10-second jump start penalty in race 2, so he'll be wanting the victory. But this man, Dan Clues, has a win and a third position in his pocket, so he will want to go for the victory in the third and final race of the weekend. One man that could deprive all three of them, though, is our man in fourth position on the grid, Alok Iyengar. Alok, it's great to see you back in the championship again. This could be a really interesting final race.
Yeah, it should be. I mean, the top 7 are covered within a second. So I really hope it's a good entertainment for people out there, and it hopefully will be a good race for all of us.
And of course, one of the interesting factors is the two guys in front of you on their same side of the grid, Rob and Dan, they're fighting for the Circuit Championship here this weekend, so you could pick up the spoils if things get interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, for me personally, I just want to have a strong finish. I just want to focus on my race and see how it goes.
And of course, there's the ever-promising threat of potential raindrops. Is that going to be a slight nervous worry at the back of the mind?
It's a worry for everyone, so I wouldn't worry about it. If it happens, it happens.
Okay. Good luck, Alok. Have a great race.
Yeah, thanks, Jake.
There is one more interesting factor coming into this last race as well. Have a notice, here in the holding area there is a missing space where Michael Watton should be. That mechanical failure that ended his race in the second encounter is going to prevent him from going out. So it's open season for the rest of the field. Andy, over to you for the grid.
Yeah, thanks, Jake. Here is how the rest of them line up then. Robert Sale has the pole position alongside Elliot Mitchell on row 1. Then Dan Clues and Alec Iyengar row 2. Paul Butcher on his own now on row 3 with no Michael Watton ahead of Adam Walker and Dax Ward. Then it's Daniel Levi, Rob Bailey, Peter Legge, who had clutch issues in the first 2 races, and Andrew Wheels at the back. Well then, we believe we've lost Paul Butcher as well now then. The half shaft has broken on that car we're hearing, so he's going to be a non-starter too. So already a race of attrition. It hasn't even begun. It now begins though, and it's a good start made from pole position by Rob Sale. He will lead down towards the first corner, and we're on board here with Andrew Wheels towards the tail end of the field as he tries to keep himself out of trouble as they turn in towards Riches. Despite the demise of Watton and Butcher, we've still got several drivers towards the sharp end who will feel they can win this. Rob Sale would love to win on his return to the series, and he's got the lead in towards Wilson. Clues is there in second. Elliot Mitchell and Alec Iyengar dicing away for third. I think Mitchell got it for now, and Wheels, who we were just riding on board with, loops it down at Wilson, and that's not the start to the race that he was hoping for. Through left-hander at Palms, I think I spotted Iyengar there, going back up the inside of Mitchell, so he might have taken third place away. They're still jockeying for position, but yes, he has gone third, and that's Adam Walker now trying to take fourth away from our race 1 winner on the road, but was then given that 10-second penalty officially for being out of position at the start. But essentially what that means is that he made a false start. Won't be best pleased with that, but there we go, that's the way it works. Quick look there at Rob Bailey, on board with Adam Walker, as he tries to find a way past Elliot Mitchell. It was a very long hold before the start of race 2, and these cars don't like being held a long time. It doesn't do their engines or their clutches any good at all, and that was why a couple of cars actually started to creep a little bit on the line for race 1. Creeping a bit wide there was Elliot Mitchell, and that means he's not had a good run out onto the back straight, and so Adam Walker gets himself alongside and I think is about to move through on the run down in towards Brundle and Nelson. We'll look to our right. Is there any sign of the green number 11 machine? There isn't. There it is, it's behind us. So Adam Walker has made the move stick, and that puts him into 4th position early on. He'll now try and chase on after a podium position. That's if he can fend off a resurgent Walker, who would rather like to get the place back. Couldn't do it into the bomb hole, skates a bit wide though, and that takes a bit of the pressure off Walker. So a slightly calmer start to the race here than we had in race 2, which was frenetic to say the least. Returning to the left-hander at Murray's for the first time, and it's fairly well spaced out actually throughout the order. It is Sale that leads, it's Clues in second, it's 3rd place for Iyengar, 4th position then for Adam Walker, with 5th place now Elliot Mitchell, and we'll see whether he can make any progress to try and work his way back up the order at all. So Paul Butcher documented a non-starter, so too Michael Watton over Iyengar and Walker, still dicing over 3rd. One last little hurdle to jump here for our race leader Robert Sale. There's a back marker in front of him, which I think might be Elliot Mitchell, having made that pit stop. I think he's made his way back out onto the track now, albeit some way back. And he may just go a lap down. Well, actually, I thought he was moving over there to let Sale through, but he's not going to. It's not, I beg your pardon, it's that's Wheels, isn't it? So Andrew Wheels, it is, who goes a lap down from a distance. The car looked a similar colour to that of Elliot Mitchell, who I can tell you has rejoined the track, but almost a lap down. Through the final couple of corners, though, is coming Robert Sale. He's going to come out of the final turn, and he is going to take victory in round number 6 of the Speed Group F1000 Championship. We're going to have 3 different winners from all 3 races here this weekend, after Michael Watton won race 1, Dan Clues won race 2, but Robert Sale wins race number 3, and a dominant victory it was too. Dan Clues will be second, and Alok Iyengar is back on the podium, and there'll be lots of people in the paddock who are happy to see that. Confirmation of the result then, a win for Sale, 2nd for Clues, 3rd for Iyengar, 4th for Adam Walker, Dax Ward is 5th, Rob Bailey 6th, Elliot Mitchell 7th, and Andrew Wheels in 8th position. Was the last remaining runner. Dan Levi there wins the Sonic Invitation Cup again. That was a perfect score. He got to the end of all 3 races, which will have been his target, I'm sure, from the start of the weekend. Championship standings, Dan Clues, as I suspected, takes a 9-point championship lead into Cadwell Park. But look how close it is between the top 4 cars. Not that much in it at all. Watt second, Walker third, Iger fourth, Mitchell rounds up the top 5, and it is a tie between David Wheel and Daniel Levi in the Sonic Invitation Cup. Hopefully both of them will be out for the rest of the season, and they can go head-to-head for that championship.
Third race of the weekend and the big top step. Beautiful job.
Oh, it's cracking, yeah. Yeah, I sat on the grid, thought if I can just get a clean start, get away into turn 1 in the lead, get into the hairpin and survive the hairpin, because that's when some of the attacks come from, and I did. I thought, okay, let's just get my head down, just drive with my head and get away, and gradually left Dan. He kept me honest all the way, but yeah, faultless race.
And Snetterton circuit champion on home soil, not too shabby.
That's not bad, is it? Mate, that's the last 3 races, weekends we've done. We've been circuit champion every round, so yeah, I'm over the moon with that.
So has that scratched the itch, or are we going to see you back at Cadwell, Rockingham? Are we going to see you back?
You'll see us at Rockingham.
I thought as much. Well done, Rob.
Thank you.